What's going on, YouTube? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How you guys doing today? Hey, today's video, we got a lot to talk about, so let's get right into it, okay? This weekend, I took it easy this weekend. Last week was a very chaotic week. We had a new update, we had some scrims going on, but I was ripping this stream. You know, I was ripping 13 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours back to back. So I ripped an off-stream grind Saturday, kind of just chilled. Then Sunday, I ripped a small stream, 5 hours. That's nothing crazy. I play with my community though. So I play with this guy. B is one of my he's my VIP, longtime VIP. Shout out to him. And then after he got off, I wanted to play with Lumpy Muffin, bro. That man was drunk. We had a lot of fun though. And we wound up going LP. So overall, W night for us. The YouTube daily upload situation. So I did tell you guys I was gonna do daily uploads. I realized that with me trying to do daily uploads last week and me trying to grind out stream, it was tough for me to find a balance, so to say. Like I would rip a 13-hour stream, then I'd have to record like the second half of my videos. The problem with that was like I would just be so mentally drained at that point that I would forget what the fuck I was talking about. And you guys probably saw it if you watched it. Like, so we're gonna try and slow down the amount of videos, maybe. Like the amount of like podcast type of videos that we do. We're gonna try and do Tuesday, Thursday, and probably like Saturday or Sunday. We haven't decided yet, but more on my end, we're gonna try and like just Bay's helping a lot with like organizing the video for me, like step by step, like a table of contents type of thing. He's helping me try and organize everything. So shout out to him for that, because I like that was just the biggest thing. Like a lot of those videos, like I was just ranting, but I didn't like there was no guideline, there was no structure. A lot of times I would say I'll talk about one thing, and then I just wind up talking about another thing. So we're gonna slow it down. That's one. Two is we're starting to figure out what we do and don't like about these type of videos. It's a process, you know, trial and error. I told y'all this. We're gonna continue to find things we might not like or do like. We're still trying to figure out what I do want to talk about in these videos, what I don't want to talk about. We're trying to figure out whether or not, like, if you guys would be interested in, like, seeing my day in the life before, like, I even load up the, like, sit down in my chair. Like, do you guys want to see, like, me, like, you guys want to see what I eat for breakfast? Do you guys want to see me, like, wash my face and shit? Like an actual day in life. Do you guys want to see it? I mean, if that's something you guys want to see, you could drop it down in the comments. I might have to buy a camera, but I'm willing to do that for you guys. Another thing, if y'all enjoy the video, make sure to drop a like. We're trying to go for 200 likes, okay? 200 at least. Y'all can do it. Thank you. Continuing though, we've been reading the comments. We are taking all feedback. Like I said, one guy in the comments in one of my past videos, he said, why don't we try splitting up the gameplay and splitting up the podcast part of the video? And we winded up doing that. So let us know what you guys think about that down below. I think that's a good idea, because a lot of times, like, I think people, depending on what people want to see, they might want to see just the gameplay, or they might just want to see, you know, me talk. So we do enjoy doing that. I mean, it's not really different for us. It's more about you guys. Like, if you guys enjoy seeing the gameplay separate, or do you like seeing them together? It's kind of more about you guys, because we're trying everything right now. We're actually trying everything. Another comment that we have seen, and I'm gonna wind up talking about today in today's video, is how I met Nick. A lot of people don't actually know the whole story. They don't know what was involved. They don't know what led up to these events. And I figured I'll tell you guys. I'll give you guys a story time on how I met Nickmercs. And I'm gonna go over to this YouTube video because this is the first recorded footage of me playing with Nick. The first like actual games when me and him played together were not recorded. They were off-stream games. This is the first video with me playing with Nick. And in this video, it was me, Bevel, and Nick. And at this point, Nick was playing with Clock, Turner, and 72 a lot. But they were inconsistent with like their hours and whatnot, and he just wanted to grind. So he wanted to picking us up for a little bit. But it goes further than that. It goes way further than that. It goes back. It goes back to the beginning of all of it. When I started playing Apex in Season 4, I had played with one guy. He went by the name Zero Love Given. This guy right here connected me with Reverse 2K. Reverse 2K is an ex-Fortnite pro. He was playing Apex. He wound up swapping Apex around the time that Nick was playing. And Zero asked me to play with Reverse. Not in Season 4, but I had met Zero in Season 4. And we had played for a while. Like all the way up until like Season 9 and 10. We were still playing. And he asked me to play with Reverse. And me and Reverse hit it off. Like we had hella fun. Vibes were like a W. We were climbing. And Reverse wound up connecting me with Nick one night. This was off stream. Nick was grinding crazy hours at this point. Grinding crazy hours at the point. Nick was playing 12 hours of Apex a day. He was playing on Saturdays. He was playing on Sundays. And it happened one day, like I was on the weekend, that Reverse asked Nick to play, and Nick said, yeah. I remember when I found out that I was going to play with Nick, my fucking balls dropped so far. I was so nervous. It was so bad, honestly, to I remember vividly, we were in Lava City. We had died so many times off spawn that Nick said he was gonna play Gibby so he could bubble res me. At that point, I was like, I fucking blew it. I fucked up. And I remember I couldn't sleep that night. I was like, I shit the bed. I had the chance of making something great, you know? And I fucked it all up. Whatever, we played that night. Off stream, me, Reverse, and Nick, and it went bad. It was really bad. I felt terrible. Like I said, it was a bad night. We winded up like a few days a few days, maybe even a week, and I winded up solo queuing. And Nick at the time, I think, was solo or duo queuing. And what happened was I got in his lobby or his game, and I was on his team. I got on his team, and we had a banger of a game, an absolute juicer magooser. And Nick, like halfway through the game, was like, hold on, is this Deeds? He had remembered that we played the other night, and he's like, why didn't you ask to play? I wasn't gonna ask him to play. I was never that type of guy. I didn't want to be weird. We hadn't really talked. Like, it was like a one-time thing where we just played off stream, and it wasn't because of me. He was playing with Reverse. We played, whatever. We had, like I said, we had a juicer game. I think I dropped like almost 3k damage. We won, and he invited me. And like over the next course of a week, I swear on my life, we went up like 2,000 RP. Or no, it was over the next course of a few days, because that was a lot of RP to gain in a few days for us. And we lost it all in one day. We lost it all. It was gone. Disappeared. Like that. And Nick wind up, at that point, he started playing again with Clock, 72, and Bebo. I actually got dropped for a little bit. It wasn't like a drop thing, but I wasn't in the rotation. Like, I'm in the rotation right now. Like, Nick, when he gets on Apex, he's going to hit me up. I wasn't in the rotation at this point. I got swapped out the rotation. And then it happened again. Clock started to not show up. 72 started to not show up. Turner stopped playing games. And then I got put back in the rotation. And then we just started grinding. And Nick, and then after a while, Nick just said, I want to play Challenger Circuit. And we needed to find a third. And our first third was Corey. And I'll tell you what. Corey was a dog. Corey was a goat, bruh. Corey was one of the best Gibbies I've ever seen play the game. It sucks that we couldn't play it out, like it sucks that, he had to quit, when he did. But yeah, me, Nick, and Corey was the first iteration of the tripods. And from that, we went to Luda, as you guys know.
With the tripods, fuck around and get your eye clock, headshots. Fuck around and get your dreads pop, deadlock. 30 decent shots, red dot. We don't fuck around, get locked. Icky, fuck with the stiffy, drippy, sickly, come with the blicky.
Shout out Big Lou, bro. Luda taught me and Nick a lot of what we know about comp today. He was the first pro player that me and him grinded with, because Corey wasn't a pro at the time. I don't think he ever played pro. But Luda had made it to the pro league. He never played, but he did make it. Luda carried the fuck out of us majority of the game. And like I said, he taught us a lot about rotating. He taught us a lot about zone pulls. He taught us a lot about just playing aggressive, being confident. Me and Nick he taught us a lot about team play. We didn't know a lot about that in terms of Apex stuff. We get a crack, that's enough for us to just fucking send the team, At that point, and for me and Nick, at that point when we were playing with Luda, if we didn't get a knock, we weren't gonna push you. So if we didn't 3-2-1 you were good to go. I mean, we weren't gonna send you. Luda taught us, no. If you crack a guy for 75 blue, that motherfucker needs to die. You need to send him. So shout out to Big Lou. I mean, like I said, he taught us a lot about the game. We learned a lot from him. I learned a lot individually from him. We winded up separating with Lou because of internal things. We didn't match up very well vibes-wise. Outside of playing competitive, there wasn't much that we did with Lou that we had the most fun in the world about. Like, it was just like a lot of different personalities. It didn't mix well together. We had nothing, like, we had no ill will towards him. But again, vibes just didn't match. He didn't want to be on the team, and we were like, yeah, we didn't think it would work out. So we went our separate ways. And I don't remember the time of date, but I do remember what was going on at the time in the world. That led us to our next third. And our next third was Snipe Down. Snipe Down at the time announced that he was going to retire from Halo.
It's like, all right, where are we headed? Well, you know what they say. When one door closes.
Not retire, but he was going to come back to Apex and leave Halo. And we're like, cool, perfect opportunity. Ex-pro, guy knows what he's doing. He's coming from TSM. This will be the perfect third. That Snipe Down lasted with us for about 2 days. We picked up Snipe, and I think like the day after, it's gonna sound crazy, but I think that Ukrainian war started. I think it's Ukraine and Russia. And listen, I'm giving you guys backstory. This might sound crazy, but we had to drop Snipe because the way it was working was we were gonna play with Snipe for like an entire split, but the war happened and it pushed everything back in Apex because there's a lot of pro players from Ukraine and Russia, and it pushed a lot of things back on that front. And the dates that we thought were gonna work out just wind up then working out because Snipe still wanted to play Halo, but he thought he was able to take a break because there was an off season in Halo. And he was like, all right, this is the perfect time to get back into Apex and just try it. And we tried it, but as soon as we found out that, you know, the dates weren't gonna work out, Snipe was gonna wind up having to go back to Halo. He's gonna have to leave us. We were like, all right, chalk that. We need to find another third. At that point, we were LF1 again, and we were in a weird spot. We were in a weird spot because we didn't have our eyes on anybody that like really interested us, but we had played a lot with G2 Gent.
And this motherfucker's playing pubs, bro, like a loser.
I was doing the same shit.
Well, you're a loser too.
I was waiting for
Deeds.
people to get on, honestly.
You guys are so annoying. I'm like, no way, man.
I was watching the OGS and that ended, and so like.
I said, come on, bro.
I was vibing in
Gotta
pubs.
eat, man.
I was listening to some DMCA music. I don't
Oh
know.
shit, this is fucking mobbing.
Yeah.
I respect it.
If you put the bubble.
55, 71. Dead,
Nice. Hey, Matiak.
dead.
Job. Lads, yes.
G2 Gen at the time was on a team with Designful and Resulta. And this team had just went to LAN and played really bad. And nobody really knew if they were going to stay together or not. And me and Nick were playing with Gent like every day. We were like, we would get on at 3 o'clock EST every day. It was me, Nick, and Gent. We were just ranking every day. And at that point, Nick was like, Deeds, would you be interested in playing with Gent, like competitively? And Nick did some work behind the scenes, and he was talking to Gent, talking to him about like the G2 environment. Did he want to stay? Would he be interested in joining us? After a lot of talks and negotiation, we wind up getting Gent on our team. From there, the rest is history. We have now been playing with Gent for a little over probably like a year now, or close to a year. Gent is 100% the best player we've played with so far. Not to like diss any of the other guys. Like Luda was an absolute GOAT. Again, he just didn't fit with the team. Corey, best Gibby bubble fighter you've ever laid your eyes on. I swear to God. Chat, the things me and Nick saw Corey do in that bubble were unbelievable. He was 1v3ing pro teams in rank in the bubble. It was insane. It was disgusting. I do see a lot of people, if it's not from Reddit, if it's from my Twitch chat, if it's from YouTube comments, a lot of people ask me, why don't I leave Nick? Why don't me and Gent leave? Why don't I leave? Why don't I go find a new team with more potential, so to say? And I'll tell you guys this. I grew up in a family where I've seen firsthand. People, blood means nothing. Like, people just stab each other in the back. They go behind people's back, talk shit. Like, loyalty is something that I've seen firsthand. Like, a lot people in my own family not have. So to me, one thing I've always known, one of like my, you know, my traits, it's like as a person, is I'm loyal as fuck. I'm loyal. And Nick brought me into this scene not knowing who I was, not knowing anything about me, not knowing if I was a good player. He just brought me on because he enjoyed playing, and he's like, yo, this kid's kind of cracked. I love playing with Nick. I love playing with Nick. I think we have I think we have a lot of untapped potential that we haven't like gotten into yet. I think we've only been getting better. I mean, if you go back to our last week of Pro League, we placed 4th. Then we went to Oversight, and we were farming Oversight. And now, like, we've been playing scrims recently with, like, me, Nick, and Jen. We've been playing well. Everything is starting to click. It's starting to make sense. We're starting to really figure out how to play competitive Apex. And I think a lot of people miss the fact that, like, this guy brought me on. Like, maybe loyalty is not a big thing for a lot of these guys that are telling me to, like, go lead the team, but dog, this man gave me a platform. And not only that, he made playing Apex fun for me. Like, no, he just
Scar! Scar!
it's so I knew nothing about comp. I mean, I was a rookie coming on. Like, I'd never played competitive anything in my life. I mean, I played like Fortnite, but I was playing like solo cash cups. Like,
Hey, Cass.
I didn't really understand what it was to be on a
You
team
missed it. I just boxed some kid. I just did him filthy. I'm not gonna lie to you. That was disgusting.
until I played with Nick. And for those reasons I listed, the potential, the fact that I have so much fun with him, I'll never leave. Unless he leaves me, you will not see me on another team. I will not be going anywhere. I'm sticking this out. I'm grinding because I know that me, Nick, and Jen can reach that top level. I know we can. I know we can do it. I believe in us. They believe in us. We believe in each other, and it's gonna continue to be the tripods till the day I die. You know what I'm saying? But speaking of loyalty, that'll lead me into my next topic of discussion, which is tech. Tech and Meat, that Meat roster. Tech over this past weekend had posted Meat trials, and what he did was he went into R5, and he had a bunch of players that whoever wanted the trial, and they just played against each other, and he wanted to pick up on who was the best player, who he needed to keep his eyes out for, who he's gonna trial for his next third. But like on the topic of loyalty, I've seen time and time again, people join Tech's team, get like some eyes on them, get some notoriety, and they just leave. And I've always felt bad that he's never been able to like experience what I have. Like, I've been able to play on a team and play with a guy who, through the ups and the downs, is willing to continue to look forward and get better. And then there's Tech. You know, this guy was playing with Koifel. Koifel got robbed. He was playing with Zapdo. Zapdo got robbed. I mean, I honestly can't even tell you how many players have gotten robbed from Tech. If you guys know in the comments, I mean, you guys can comment. Bro, Tech's had like seven players, I swear to God, that have joined his team and then just taken by a tier 1 organization. Oh, yeah. Funk and Zainu. Like, Zainu got taken from Tech and went to Dark Zero and went to go win on land. Like, do you know how, like, bad you have to feel for that guy? Like, it sucks. It really does. But, like, that loyalty thing, like, a lot of people underestimate it. Like, I think that's what makes playing competitive so fun, is that I get to do it with the same guy that I started with. You know, I don't have to leave. I haven't had to leave. You know, I've been with this guy from day one, and I don't see myself going anywhere soon. And then, like, other news, you know, like, Zap got poached from Meat, and now he's on E8. Like, loyalty's hard to find, and when you find it, you need to hold it, and you need to hold it tight, because you don't know when you'll find it again, you know? But enough of loyalty. Y'all know where my heart lies. Y'all know where I'm at. We'll talk more news. the new phase roster got leaked right here, as you guys see. This isn't 100%. They could be trialing Zainu. There's not 100% word on it, but as right now, it looks like FaZe is gonna be playing with Phony, Frex, and Zainu. Banger team. I'm wishing the best for that boy Snipe, because I still think he can easily compete at the top level. Whatever. I don't know what's happening. I don't want to speak on it because these are all my dogs. Like, I love every one of them. So I'm gonna just leave it at I wish the best for all of them. I hope they all find their dream team. And last but not least, we have scrim updates. We are now getting close to that PLQ, or I think it's called PSQ, preseason qualifiers. And the tripods will now be scrimming every day at 5 o'clock Eastern till about 10:30. We'll be running 2 different scrim sets. We'll be playing one with the PSQ lobbies, which will be like Challenger Circuit teams, like a few pro teams. And then we'll actually go play the Pro League scrims, which will be at 7:30 EST. So from 5 to 7:30, we'll play PSQ scrims. And from 7:30 to like about 10:30, we'll be playing Pro League scrims. Every day up until PSQ. We'll be doing that. So look forward to that. My Twitch link will be down below if you guys want to tune in. Every day, Monday through Friday. Our next video, like I said, we plan on uploading every Tuesday, Thursday, and either Saturday or Sunday. We haven't decided, but 100% Tuesday and Thursday, we'll be uploading these type of videos where I talk to you, I talk about what's going on. I appreciate all the love on these videos. We're on the road to 10,000 subs. If you guys enjoyed the video, again, hit the like. We're aiming for 200 likes. Make sure to drop a comment. If you guys have any feedback about the video itself, if you want me to talk slower, if you want me to talk about a certain topic, like how I did in the Nick story time, if you guys wanted me to talk about something else, you guys can comment down below. Make sure to drop a sub. It's free. Do that. And again, make sure to share the video with your grandmas, your aunts, your uncles, your cousins, your sisters. I appreciate all the love. I'll see you on the next one. I'm out, YouTube.